Hello guys, welcome to iTutor. Hope you are all preparing well for your next month exam. So we will continue the communication topic. Today we will start with the objective or purpose of communication. Okay, so the objective of communication are dynamic and ever changing. Some of the common objective of official communication are to get or give information, to ask for or give instruction or advice or suggestions, to make request, to persuade other people to agree with us. Sometimes we communicate with the intention of complaining or warning, but unfortunately, we do this angrily and get into arguments. If we learn to complain and warn in an acceptable and constructive manner, our serious intention can be conveyed quite effectively without damaging relationships. In order to caution, counsel, clarify, apprise, evaluate, reprimand, organize, and numerous such objectives, we make use of communication. And evaluation of communication effectiveness. Okay, how we will evaluate the communication? Communication is not an end in itself, rather it is a mean to attain other end or goals. Hence it has to be effective to be able to attain these goals or objectives. Communication effectiveness can be examined in relation to the following criteria. So criteria are: first one, fidelity of communication, that is the distortion free quality of a message is called fidelity. Okay, an effective person gets the message across to others with minimal possibility of misunderstanding. So that is the fidelity of communication. And economy: in an effective communication, a minimum of energy, time, symbols and cues are used to encode message without losing its fidelity and impact. And third one is congruence. An effective communication integrates both verbal and non-verbal cues. And influence: the most important criterion of effectiveness is the influence that the communicator is able to exercise over the receiver of the communication. Influence means the communicator achieved the result he intended. And relationship building: effective communication contributes to the building of trust and a better relationship between the source and the target. And 7 C's of effective communication. What are the 7 C's of effective communication? Here first C is completeness. Okay, so the communication must be complete. It should convey all the facts required by the audience. The sender of the message must take into consideration the receiver's mindset and convey the message accordingly. A complete communication has following features. Complete communication develops and enhances the reputation of an organization. Moreover, they are cost saving as no crucial information is missing and no additional cost is incurred in conveying the extra message if the communication is complete. A complete communication always gives additional information wherever required. It leaves no question in the mind of the receiver. And complete communication helps in better decision making by the audience or readers or receivers of the message, as they get all desired and crucial information, and it pursues the audience. And second C is conciseness. The conciseness means wordiness. It is the communication what you want to convey in least possible words without foregoing the other C's of communication. And conciseness is a necessity for effective communication. Concise communication has following features. It is both time saving as well as cost saving. It underlines and highlights the main message as it avoids using excessive and needless words. Concise communication provides short and essential message in limited words to the audience. Concise message is more appealing and comprehensible to the audience. Concise message is non-repetitive in nature. And third C is consideration. The consideration implies stepping into the shoes of others. Effective communication must take the audience into consideration. The audience viewpoint, background, mindset, education level, etc. make an attempt to envisage your audience, their requirements, emotion as well as problem. Ensure that the self-respect of the audience is maintained and their emotion are not at harm. Modify your words in a message to suit the audience needs while making your message complete. Features of consideration communication are as follows. Emphasize on you approach. Emphasize with the audience and exhibit interest in the audience. This will stimulate a positive reaction from the audience. Show optimism towards your audience. Emphasize on what is possible rather than what is impossible. Lay stress on positive words such as jovial, committed, thanks, warm, healthy, help, etc. And fourth one is clarity. Clarity implies emphasizing on a specific message or goal at a time rather than trying to achieve too much at once. Clarity in communication has following features. It makes understanding easier. Complete clarity of thoughts and ideas enhances the meaning of the message. Clear message make use of exact, appropriate and concrete words. And fifth one is concreteness. Concrete communication implies being particular and clear rather than fuzzy and general. Concreteness strengthens the confidence. The concrete message has the following features. It is supported by the specific facts and figures. It makes use of words that the clear and that build the reputation. And concrete message are not misinterpreted. And sixth one is courtesy. Courtesy in message implies the message should show the sender's expression as well as should respect the receiver. The sender of the message should be sincerely polite, judicious, reflective, and enthusiastic. The courteous message has the following features. Courtesy implies taking into consideration both the viewpoints as well as feelings of the receiver of the message. The courteous message is positive and focused at the audience. It makes use of terms showing respect for the receiver of the message. It is not at all biased. Okay, and correctness. Correctness in communication implies that there are no grammatical errors in communication. Correct communication has following features. The message is exact, correct, and well timed. If the communication is correct, it boosts up the confidence level. The correct message has a greater impact on the audience or readers. It checks for the precision and accurateness of facts and figures used in the message. It makes use of appropriate and correct language in the message. That is correctness. Okay, that are the 7 C's. Now we will see the 4 S of communication. The fourth term starting with the letter S, which add to the value of the message in communication. Shortness. It's a brevity in the soul of wit. It is said the same can be said about communication. If the message can be made brief and verbosity did away with, then the transmission and comprehension of message are going to be faster and more effective. Flooding message with high sounding words do not create an impact. Many people harbor a misconception that they can actually impress the receiver if they carry on their expedition travels. Little do they realize how much they have lost as the receiver has spent a major chunk of his time in trying to decipher the actual meaning of the message. Okay, that's the shortness. And simplicity both in the usage of words and ideas reveals clarity in the thinking process. That is simplicity. It is normally a tendency that when an individual is himself confused, that he tries to use equally confusing strategies to lead the receiver in a maze. Reveal clarity in the thinking process by using simple terminology and equally simple concepts. And next one is strength. The strength of the message emanates from the credibility of the sender. If the sender himself believes in a message that he is about to transmit, there is bound to be strength and conviction in whatever he tries to state. Half-hearted statements of or utterances that the sender himself does not believe in add a touch of falsehood to the entire. And fourth one is sincerity. A sincere approach to an issue is clearly evident to the receiver. If the sender is genuine, it will be reflected in the manner in which he communicates. Suppose there is a small element of deceit involved in the interaction or on the part of the sender. If the receiver is keen and observant, he would be able to sense the make believe situation and business transactions, even if going full swing would not materialize. If you see any information or study material or notes which are incorrect, feel free to reach us on itutor.com@gmail.com for modification required. If you feel I just share with you something wrong or incorrect message or incorrect lessons, you can just notify me through this email address, and feel free to write us on itutor.accoms@gmail.com. Also comment it on the comment box. If you like the video, please like it and share also, and subscribe our channel for further videos. Okay, thank you.